Welcome to Digging In with the DLCs, where we highlight teachers and staff using digital tools, strategies, and best practices in digital learning. In this episode, we will highlight the PE department at Heritage High School who are using weVideo for virtual learning. Hi, I'm Mandi Bush, and I'm the DLC at Heritage High School in Frisco ISD. Today, we're going to sit down with one of our PE coaches, Trecey Hoover, as she talks about how the PE department has been using weVideo this year for students to demonstrate mastery of learning concepts in PE, as well as how they've taken ownership of their learning by using weVideo.
My name is Trecey Hoover, and I teach PE. So this year we started using weVideo with our students to help with skills and demonstration of different skills, so skills and skills demonstrations in our aerobics, foundations, and team sports classes. Because we knew that PE was going to be offered online, and a lot of what we do is skills-based or action-based, we knew that we needed some kind of platform for students to be able to show mastery. And so we got with our DLC and we decided that weVideo would be a great option for our students. Oh my gosh, okay. So I love weVideo. On my side as a teacher, I have the ability to assign projects to students. That means that every student in the class can use one project and I can assign it to them individually. And at the same time, I can also be tracking their progress. So I have access on my side to look at every student's project or video to see where they are working or how far they have come or if they need help with something. And then on the student side, what I really like about weVideo is that there's an app and there is a web-based platform that the students can use. And what we discovered is that it is easier for students to record through the app because normally they all have a phone. And then weVideo allows you to upload that same video that you took on the app and either use it directly as it is on the app, or you can upload it to the web-based browser and edit it more, add titles, transitions. It does all of that on the app for you, but if you want to go a little bit more in-depth and add some different things, then the web-based browser is a great tool. So the one obstacle that we did face is it was a little difficult for students to figure out how to edit on the app. But what we also discovered is that the app does most of the editing for you. So it adds in transitions and it adds in titles for you already. And students who did have that problem just recorded all of their media on their phone and then uploaded it to weVideo so that they could go in and add any special effects or anything that they wanted to do for themselves. Our students in using the tool have really kind of taken ownership of it. We have some that are still kind of at the basic level, and that's okay for them. They all know how to edit. They all know how to add text, title, but some of them have gone above and beyond, and they have learned to use the green screen. They have learned how to fade in music and fade out music. They've added sound effects. Like, the students have really taken ownership over it. We've used it for our students to make TED Talks. They've done PSAs. They've done skills demonstrations. They've recorded aerobics videos for themselves. And so because we also get to see our students for a full year, we introduce it to, well, we have 2 semesters, but we introduce it on the very first day of class. So we make that our learning all about you kind of task, and we give them a task list or playlist of things that they need to learn how to do on the first day when they introduce themselves to us. So they learn how to add text and they learn how to add sound and all of those things on day 1. That way throughout the semester, they grow in comfortability, and some of them really take off and take ownership with it. And they've used it not only in our class, but across their other classes and courses as well. For virtual instruction especially, it has been such a great tool because students can pre-record presentations without having to try to present live on Zoom or giving the students kind kind of control over the Zoom for them to share their screen, because we always know that security is one issue that we're worried about with students having control of the screen. So a lot of times if it's information that they need to share with their peers, then they can pre-record and we can share that information with their peers that way. Or we can put that all into a database, and then all of the students have access to these videos, especially if they need to share content. And then I love the collaboration factor of it. Students can work with each other, because I know that group projects was a big issue that we were worried about with virtual students, but through weVideo, students have the ability to collaborate and do team projects and all kinds of things. So it has just really been a great tool, especially for our virtual students and our face-to-face students.
I just want to take a second to thank the entire PE department for contributing with this, and thank you, Coach Hoover, for spending a little bit of time talking about weVideo with us. If you're looking for a way for your students to collaborate and to demonstrate some creativity in the classroom, I highly recommend weVideo. It's easy to use. You can use an app if your students are more comfortable using the app. It definitely is easy for them to create. It's easy for them to edit. It's easy for you to take a look and monitor and adjust as necessary. If you aren't sure how to get started with weVideo, reach out to your digital learning coach on campus, and they will get you started and they can help you out. So thank you for joining us on another episode of Digging In with the DLCs.